the first ever edition of HOTGRID, the chat show that brings you the new, the interesting, the talented and the exciting side of life in Second Life, and where we check out what's hot on the grid this week. I'd like to introduce my very, very good friend, Canipanic Maslow from the O Karaoke Lounge. Hi, Canny!
Well, hello, Elvira. And boy, you hit the nail on the head with that one, too, when you said what's hot this week. We are hot. All the time.
Well, we've asked Canny to come along today because, being my very good friend, and he also owns the Karaoke Lounge, which I run with him, we've asked him to come along and tell all of you about the Karaoke Lounge. So, Canny, over to you. Tell us all about it.
Oh, my gosh, tell you all about it. Well, it's a karaoke lounge. It's a karaoke lounge. What it is, it's a hangout. You know very well. It's a hangout in Second Life and we sing karaoke. We sing to each other and have a blast. It's a family there. That's the important thing to think about. Even though it's a hot place to be, as you very well know. I mean, how many times have you been there where there's 20 people and you've got to wait an hour just to be able to sing a song? But it's more than that. We get people in there that say, "Shut up and sing," and we have to remind them. We do. We have to remind them. Listen, we do a lot of talking in here because this is a hangout first. We're buddies. This is how we get to know each other, and then we do singing too. So that's what we're all about. That's all we are. But we are a hot place to be.
Now, I have to say I'm very, very proud that the O Lounge was the very first ever karaoke lounge. Not that I was involved with that, obviously, but can you tell us about the beginnings, how it all started?
Oh gosh, well, it started out. I'd wanted to do karaoke before voice was around, and I was hanging around with a core group of people, maybe 4 or 5 people, and when we discovered that we could do karaoke, playing music over our speakers. We decided to start a karaoke place. Well, I did the same thing everyone else does. I built a lounge, I built a club, and thought if you build it, they will come. And nobody came. So the 5 of us sat around
Kevin
there.
Costner.
We needed something, and we just didn't have it. And plus it was new. It was the first thing. Nobody was doing karaoke in Second Life. So, it wasn't a word people were searching for or anything like that. But so we would just sit around and chat with each other. I was posting events. I was sending out notices.
This was at the lounge. You're still talking about at the lounge, not just generally in Second Life. At the lounge.
Yeah, this is at the lounge where we decided to start it. It wasn't starting out really well at first, and so we just basically started hanging around there. We started playing greedy. We started playing games. We started playing Scrabble. We would just meet there and sit around and chat with each other. And if somebody felt like singing a song, they would, because after all, we were in a karaoke place. If somebody came in, if somebody came in, we'd get up and we'd go sing, but overall, we basically sat around chatting with each other to the wee hours of the morning almost every night, and it grew that way. Pretty soon we had 10 people sitting around chatting and singing, and then we found there wasn't a whole lot of time for chatting except for in between songs because it just became more and more popular, and we love it,
Is that kind of how you got the kind of, I don't know, it's very much a community at the lounge. Is that kind of where it came from, would you say? Or
I'd say so. Initially when we established the karaoke lounge, and it wasn't really moving around very, very well, and we only had the one officer, which was Phoebe Antheus, who now performs in here as well. We weren't really doing a whole lot, but just socializing stuff. But once we started getting a lot of people that wanted to sing, we started getting a lot of people that wanted to help out with the O Lounge and help run it.
I see.
And so what happened was I selected people that basically had the same values as me, that had the same makeup as I did. They weren't too thin-skinned. They weren't too thick-skinned. They were amiable.
They were able to
do it. They were able to. They had sexy bodies. All that. No, just people that loved other people, that were able to be friendly with them, and once I had, okay, it's like, once you have two people that are like that, people they meet and encouraged to hang with us now become four. Now you've got four people that are saying, hey, I love this place.
Gotcha.
Can I set home for here?
Snowballs. It
and
kind
it
of
just,
snowballs. And
exactly. It snowballs.
Yeah,
and now we get a lot of people at the O Lounge, and as you well know, that and
absolutely.
all shades and colors. Because we offer them community. We offer them a place. We get assholes in there. Excuse my language. We get really rude people in there. But once we start interacting with them one-to-one, we include them in the family. We share with them. We allow them to share. We find that that rudeness, that attitude just sort of dissipates. And so it adds another person that's just stands in awe of the O Lounge, because, you know, if they're running around being rude everywhere and they find a place where they're treated decently, you know, gets rid of that, well, you know,
it's cool. Definitely. I mean, I've seen that myself. And you were talking about Phoebe. She's kind of like one of them, the people who went on from the lounge to end up singing. Yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, that's another important thing about the O Lounge, and being involved with you with the Theater of Dreams next door, and the way we've set it up. The way we've got it set up right now is that, you know, not only do we bring people in, we include them as family, but we also allow them to realize their dreams.
Try and help them on their way, yeah.
We encourage them. You know, there are going to be some people that certainly don't have the stuff to go out and be a performer in Second Life, and there are those that do. So we help them along that path. We help set up with a stream if necessary. And again, all the officers in the O Lounge they're wonderful people. They will help you immediately. I've seen people just ask the question, how do I stream? Immediately get responses, and within 20 minutes they're streaming. The people that are just that helpful. And so for those that want to go on to be performers, the stage next door is just great. You know, it gives them that sense of accomplishment. It fulfills a dream, and they love us for it. They love us for it. You know, they go on and we never see them again. They never write to us. They don't send postcards.
So do you ever sing there then?
I do. I don't call it singing. I call it doing songs. I'll do this song. I'll do that song. Yeah.
Obviously, the people listening to this show don't necessarily know.
Well, you know, it's like this. It's a place, and if you enjoy listening to music, it's a place to come and feel welcomed. I mean, to feel a part of belonging somewhere. We're like a family there, and you'll hear people saying that all the time. People set the place there as home. We had a guy recently who wanted to rent property right next door to the O Lounge, just so he could live right next door to it. So you know, that's I love the place. I love the place for that. You know, I love the place for that. It helps people fulfill dreams. It gives us all a sense of community, and not to mention the music alone. I've heard every song in just about every language, every genre that I've watched.
Actually, we especially lately we've had a lot of people in with different languages. Yeah. One final thing I would just like to ask is, what advice would you give to other Second Life people? You know, if they wanted to create something similar, you know, something that creates community, what would be your top 3 tips?
Well, you know, you're going to run into a lot of people at Second Life, and just realize that there are people out there that share the same values as you do, and be tolerant of those who don't, because you may find there's somebody with a nasty mouth, so to speak, but once you get to know them, you can get past that sort of stuff. So I'd say tolerance and just be welcoming to people, because you're going to run into a few problems, but overall, people are going to respond to being included into your family.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for telling us all about it. And thank you for coming, Kenny. I really enjoyed it. It's been quite
I hope that helps somebody out there.
Good fun.
Well,
I hope so. And I will see you in the O Lounge. Don't apologize. Thank you.